Hello folks, Bliskin by 51mm here, and I've got a pretty funny story to tell all of you. It's more of a thing about irrational fears. Neighbors just pulled up next door. My window's open. So anyway, last night I get on YouTube to look up Hurricane Irma because I hear it's going to be a Category 6 hurricane. So I look up Hurricane Irma, and they're saying, oh, it's going to be one of the most powerful, strongest recorded hurricanes in history. It's going to basically kick Harvey in the face, Hurricane Harvey in the face, and be a lot worse than what that was. So I'm alright, and of course I live here in Indiana. It's going to go right up the side of the East Coast, so I figured I would get an idea of like what it would do. And they showed wind charts and stuff. Like, we'll be getting some storms and things of that nature from the storm, but it probably won't be that bad up through here, because we have had hurricane style type winds come up from here, or through here, with Hurricane Ike. So I got the gist of the story on Hurricane Irma, not Harvey, Irma, and I'm like, okay, well, just your typical hurricane, very strong for its time, but this is hurricane season. So I go down into the comments, and this is where the hysteria starts. I go down into the comments and I learn about a 40-day prophecy from either the Bible or the Torah. I can't tell you which one. I can't remember. I think it's our Bible. The Torah is the Judaism's version of the Bible. Then I learned about the hurricanes. It all started with the eclipse. The 40 days from August 21st to September 21st. It's supposed to be the days when America's tried by God and we're all going to perish. And then there are going to be a bunch of earthquakes in California going to fall into the ocean. And then the Yellowstone supervolcano is going to explode and destroy the United States and destroy the world. I also heard that there's going to be a planet called Nibiru or something. I can't remember. It's some retarded ass made up name. Nibiru, it's over in some solar system coming to our galaxy and going to collide with Earth and destroy us. And NASA is going to drill a hole into the supervolcano and perform a seance and summon demons. That's another one I read in the comments. Summon demons, so that way when it erupts, demons from hell will come out with the lava and help destroy the world. And that was basically the gist of the comment section on just that video about Hurricane Irma. Freaking hysteria. The heretics and loons were out crowing about the end of the world like they always do. Crying and moaning. It was so funny. I was sitting there. And the supervolcano one, there have been a lot of earthquakes out there in Yellowstone recently, but it's no big deal. They get like 1,000 to 3,000 a year. And the whole NASA drilling a hole into the supervolcano trying to stop it, that's NASA's actually going to try that. Although I kind of think that's more of wishful thinking than it is reality. Because it's going to cost upwards around $2 billion, I think they said. $2 billion. And then there's no guarantee that if they do drill a hole into it, that it's going to do anything to stop it from erupting. But the thing is with that volcano, is it could go off 20 years from now or 2,000 years from now. You never know. 200 years from now. You can't put a date on those things. So my whole point is the irrational fears of people is sometimes hilarious. Now I am a Christian. I believe 2,000 years ago a man named Jesus died on the cross for our sins. But I'm not crazy. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. Crazy or overly religious to the point where everything is a message from God. That every time a dark cloud passes in front of the sun, God's debating whether starting the rapture or not. I'm not that type of religious. I just found it funny, and I thought I'd bring it up to all of you guys, because you guys probably like to hear some of that, and I'd like to hear your opinions on that or not. So it's just irrational fears and delusions of grandeur is what it is. I've heard it all before. Oh, we're all going to die, God's going to destroy us, and it's never happened. Doesn't mean that one day it might, because like I said, I'm religious and I believe in some of that stuff, but things would have to get a lot worse, in my opinion, before they got to those type of biblical type events like the rapture and all that. Well, anyway, this has been Bliskin. I'll see you all in the next video. I figured I'd just bring this up because I found it kind of funny. Well, anyway, see you all later.